All right, welcome everybody. You can make yourself comfortable, seated position. Put your hands to rest and close your eyes. Make your spine straight by pressing your bottom down and your crown up. Chin level with the floor. Fit your tongue to the roof of your mouth and relax your jaw. Notice your breathing. And your heart beating. We're all coming to our practice in different mental spaces. But right now, we're all untangling our awareness from our thoughts. And tuning into what we sense. Let's do a few pranayamas, taking control over your breathing. Breathe in and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. And out. Let's take 3 more. Two more. Last time. Close your right nostril. Breathe in and out the left. Close the left. Breathe in and out the right. Now go in the left. And out the right. In the right. And out the left. Do that twice more. As you breathe in, feel the energy going down to the tailbone. As you breathe out, the energy goes up to the top of the head. Once more. Into the tailbone. Out the top of the head. Give your nose a little wiggle. Breathe in through both nostrils. And out through both nostrils. First verse of the Ganesh Upanishad, call and response. So I'll say each phrase twice. You can repeat it with me the second time if you want to, or you could just listen. It's up to you. Inhale. Om Vakratunda. Om Vakratunda. Mahakaya. Mahakaya. Kurti Surya. Kurti Surya. Samabrapha. Samabrapha. Nirvignam. Nirvignam. Kuru me deva. Kuru me deva. Sarvakaryeshu. Sarvakaryeshu. Sarvada. Sarvada. And go once all the way through. Feel free to mumble through it with me if you want to. Inhale. Om Vakratunda. Mahakaya. Kurti Surya. Samabrapha. Nirvignam Kuru me deva. Sarvakaryeshu sarvada. O Ganesh, with the curved trunk of great stature, whose brilliance is equal to 10 million suns, grant me freedom from all obstacles at all times. Open up your eyes and make your way into child's pose. So coming on to your hands and your knees, press your hips back. Bring your head to the mat. Really nice job on the chanting, everybody, by the way. That was beautiful. Reach out through your fingers. Get as long as you can in that direction. And then sink back into your hips, getting even longer in that direction. Breathe into the middle, into your ribs, into your belly. Exhale completely and relax your whole body. Take the breath in. Swing your arms, head, and shoulders over to the left edge of your mat. Create a long arcing stretch from the right side of your tailbone, up through your right ribs, the back edge of your armpit, all the way out through your fingertips. Lean into your left hip and knee, compressing. Move the breath. Bring vitality back to the tissues of your body. Take one more in. And as you exhale, start moving over to the right edge. Take your time. Right, feeling that back edge of the body from the tailbone to the fingertips. Right, thinning out the connective tissue in the right hip and knee. Take the breath in. Exhale to center. Inhale up to your hands and knees, slowly, slowly. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, cow, belly down, look forward. Exhale, cat, belly in, rounding your back. Nice. Cow again. Curl your toes. Pull your chest forward more. Good. Cat. Untuck your toes. Try to touch your chin into that notch in your collarbones. One more time. Inhale to cow. Hold the breath in at the top and wiggle side to side. Exhale to cat. Same thing. Hold the breath out. Wiggle side to side. And then inhale to a neutral spine. Move your hands forward a little. Good. Curl your toes under. And lift into downward facing dog. Bend your right knee and flip your foot over. Put your toenails on the floor. Exhale, straighten your leg. Press your heel out and down. Do the left leg. That's right. Nice pace, everybody. Lift both heels up. Push them back down. Inhale to a high plank. Bring your shoulders over your hands. Press down with your thumb and first finger and spread your shoulder blades apart. Now, suck in at your navel and push your heels back a little. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, bend both knees. Try to get your shins level with the floor. Straighten your legs. Press your heels out. High plank. One breath in. Down dog. Breathing out. Bending your knees. Try to touch your chest to your thighs. Straighten your legs. Lift your heels up. And taking tiny steps, tiptoe up to the front of your mat. Breathing in. And breathing out. Yep. Hang out in ragdoll. Separate your feet. Bend your knees. Shake out your neck. You can swing side to side. Straighten your legs one at a time. Lift and lower your toes. Lift and lower your heels. And then find even pressure in your feet, front to back and side to side. And inhale to a flat back, chest parallel with the mat. Good. Kick your heels out like down dog and push your bum back. Press the crown of your head forward and suck your belly in. With a straight spine, stand up. Take your arms out and up. At the top, bring your palms together or take hold of your right wrist if that feels better. Push your feet down and go up. Lean to the left and empty your breath. Right. Center. Push your feet down, switch wrists, go up. Lean to the right. Stretch the front edge of the body. Center. Hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers together. Pull your elbows back and engage your rhomboids, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Right. Keep breathing. Right. All the way down into the bottom of the lungs. Reach your arms out wide, palms face the sky. Lift your heels and squeeze your legs. Squeeze all the way up to the glutes. Put your heels down and bring your arms around behind your back. Press your knuckles toward the mat, rolling the fronts of your shoulders back. Press your pelvis forward and look up. Good. Now tilt your left ear towards your shoulder and your chin toward the ceiling, stretching the throat. Center and back. Right ear towards your shoulder, chin up. Center and back. Make sure your heels are out. See if you can lean any further back. And then fold forward with an open chest, bending your knees on the way down and lowering your head at the end. Taking a breath in, lift your arms as high as you can. And then exhale and release your hands to the mat. Inhale to your flat back. Step into high plank. Move forward to your tiptoes. Bring your knees, chin, and chest to the ground. Pushing your hands into the mat, sort of pull back so your tailbone scrunches up toward the ceiling. That's it. Good. Now sliding forward, not back, forward into cobra pose. Put your hips down and lift your breastbone. Good. Hands under the elbows. Hug the elbows in. Use your diaphragm. Breathe in and push your belly out. Lay back down. Breathing out. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in. Exhale and bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your right knee. Open your right hip. Now make clockwise circles with your right ankle. Good. Now make big circles with your right knee, clockwise as well. Yep. That's it. Good. Now push down with your other three limbs and go up as high as you can. Nice, Robert. Step into a lunge. Right foot, right thumb. Put your left knee down and lift your arms out and up, using your lats and letting your traps slide down your back. Lunge as deep as you can. Good. Back bend if you want. Take one more breath in. Hands on the mat, step forward and bow, all as you breathe out. Stand up, arms up, heels out, lean back. Fold at your hips, bend at your knees, grab your legs and squeeze. Flat back, hips back, head forward. Left foot back to the lunge. Left knee down, arms up, back bend if you want. Hands to the mat, right foot back, high plank. Tip toes, breathe in. Knees, chin, chest. Remember, pull back, scrunch it up, and then slide forward, cobra pose. Exactly. Curl your toes under and go straight back to downward dog. Nice job. Breathe in. Exhale and bring your feet together again. Left leg up. Open the left hip, bend the left knee. Okay, now counterclockwise circles with the ankle. Right? And big circles with the knee, as big as you can. Try to move the whole hip socket. That's it. Now push down and go as high as you can. Exhale into the lunge. Left foot, left thumb. Right knee down. Arms out and up. Lunging deeply. Breathe in fully. And out naturally. Take one more in. Step forward and bow. All the air out. Rise up. Arms up. Don't jam into your low back, but back bend if you can. Fold forward and round in. Really pull your belly in. Bring your head to your shins. Flat back. Right foot back. Right knee down. Arms up. Hands to the mat. Left foot back. High plank. Shift forward. Lower it down. Knees, chin, chest. Cobra. Take a deep breath. Down dog. All the air out. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees and look at your hands. Jump to your thumbs. Flat back, filling your lungs. And fold, pulling the belly in, all the air out again. Rise up, arms up. Big toes together, heels apart, bend your knees. So when you bend your knees and thighs come together. All right. Now, arms forward, palms face the mat. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Breathe. Squeeze your thighs together. Feel the hip flexors right here. Heels down, fold forward. Breathe out. Flat back, filling up. Step into high push-up. Shift forward and look forward. Low push-up. Nice. Upward dog. Beautiful work. Downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right leg up to the ceiling. Square your hips with the floor. Straighten your right knee and reach with your heel or your toes. It's up to you. Bring your right knee to your nose and round your back, just like cat pose. That's it. Place your foot between your thumbs. Left knee down. Arms up. Hands together at your heart. Pause to draw a breath. Exhale and twist to the right. Bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Good. Press your arm into your leg and pull your right shoulder back. Now see if you can bend your right knee any deeper. If you want, curl your left toes under. Don't think about lifting your knee. Push your heel back and your knee will lift off the mat. You could open your arms or wrap your arms around your body. You still got a few breaths left. Nice, Chris. Skandasana. Turn your left toes out. Bend your left knee. Straighten your right leg, shifting to the back of your mat. There's lots of variation on this pose. Don't be afraid to play around. Find your variation. Warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, bend your right knee. Reach your arms out wide. Line up your heels. Line up your hands, right? But don't think of straight lines, right? I want you to think right hand, left foot, and right knee, left hand, right? So it's an X. Move the energy out through that X. If it gets stuck in the left shoulder, then wiggle the shoulder. If it gets stuck in the pinky toe, lift it and lower it, right? Feel the whole body. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Nice adjustment, Robert. I saw that. I was about to say it. Take 2 more. Bend your right knee a little more. That was a lot more. Take the breath in. Exhale into side angle. If you're not using your right hand by touching the floor, then use your right arm to push out on your right thigh. So you're lengthening the inner thigh. That's it. Nancy, wiggle your left foot back like 3 inches. There you go. Straighten your right leg into triangle. Okay. Wesley, push down with your right big toe and turn your thigh bone. That's it. Now slide back. Big difference, right? Nice breath. Press down with both feet and rise up. Turn your right toes in. Hands on your hips. Elbows together. Push your hips forward and lift your chin. Pause and take a breath in. With the exhale, fold forward, pushing your bum back and bringing your hands to the mat. Just like that. Nice work. Bend both knees. Come up to a flat back. Grab hold of your big toes with your first 2 fingers. Pulling your big toes in towards each other, fold forward again and straighten your knees as much as you can. And as you do that, we all have the tendency to lean into our toes, right? Sit back into your heels a bit so you feel even front to back. And don't just touch your toes. Bend those elbows. Use your upper body strength. Pull. Nice, Kyla. Yeah, exactly like that. Release your toes. Bend your knees. Come up to flat back. Turn towards your left foot. Turn towards the back of your mat. Put your right knee down and lift your arms up. Bring your hands together at your chest. Pause for breath. Exhale and twist to the left, your left, right elbow, left eye. Good. Same as the other side. Use the upper body strength. Pull the left shoulder back. That deepens the upper part of the twist, right? And then if you bend the left knee more, it actually deepens the twist in the front of the right hip on the bottom edge. And then, lift the right knee if you can. Open your arms, take your bind, right? You want to find that place that hits that switch that lights you up. No one can tell you where that is. You're the only one that can feel it. Find it. Don't just settle for, it's close. I'm almost lit up. I'm dim. Warrior Skandasana, Turn your right toes out, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, shifting back towards the front of your mats. I don't know, I think behind you was better, Nancy. Got that foot flat. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Nina does it the same way, see? Warrior 2 facing the back of the room. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee. All right. Initially, there's sort of that mental checklist, right? Building your way up from your feet. But at the end of that checklist, the last bullet point should be expand awareness. Don't just keep bouncing around from point to point. Reverse it. All right. I watched you deal with the points of stress. Excellent. But now ask yourself, where am I unaware? What am I missing? Side angle lunge. All right. And since you're masters of this physical level of things, has there been any sort of running dialogue happening in your head that you've been ignoring as you've listened to your body? Or is the brain quiet because of all the sensation? Inhale, triangle. There's this really great video called What People Are Really Thinking About in Yoga Class. Those of you that have been through my teacher training, you've probably seen it. There's the girl that thinks the guy behind her is checking out her butt the whole class. And he's like, why is every time I go to a yoga class, some girl thinks I'm checking out her ass? And then there's the girl that thinks she's a butterfly. Push down with both feet and stand up. Turn your left toes in toward the windows. Interlace your hands behind your back. Press your knuckles toward the mat and roll your shoulders back. Open your throat and breathe in. Fold forward with an open chest. Chris, bring your feet a little closer together and then turn your toes in more. Yeah, that's it. If you start to feel heat in the bottoms of your feet, lift and lower your toes. Try to spread out the sole of your foot. Release your hands to the mat. Okay. Scoot back a little bit so that your heels are up against the back edge of the mat behind you. just leaving a little more room in front of you. And then put your hands on the floor off of your mat so that you're in both your hands and your feet, not just your feet. Okay. Now, push your bum back and pull your head forward and reach your right arm high. Robert, turn your palm towards me. Yeah. Yeah. Now turn from the center of your chest, not from your shoulder. Yeah, that's better. It doesn't matter how high it goes. Bring your right hand down. Take your left arm up. Palm facing the back wall. Turn from your chest, not from your shoulder. Wes, push your right hip back. Yep. Left hand down. Walk both hands towards your front foot. Look forward, lower your hips. Take a breath with your chest. Step your left foot forward, grab your legs, fold. Big toes touching, heels not touching. Come all the way up to standing. Arms up, sit down into Utkatasana. Hands together at your chest. Sit lower and lean forward, lengthening. Use that length and twist to the right. Okay, now, just like you did in the other twist, crescent lunge twist, pull your right shoulder back. Okay, but now in this twist, pull your left hip back. Think like you're trying to pull your right shoulder and your left hip together, meeting at the middle. Yep, that's it, Chris. Nice. Forward fold. Separate your feet. Breathe, Wes, breathe. Take your right arm between your legs. Take your left arm around your back. Twist your right arm around the back of your right leg and grab your left hand. If you can't, take your right hand and grab your left ankle and just pull, so you're twisting. All right, left shoulder back. Okay, good. Put your body weight into your right foot. And if you want to take it further, try to lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Yep. You heard me right. I've got my right and lefts right. I'm not confused. It's a bound standing split. Yeah, nice, Jenny. That's further than I've got. I got to the big toe. That's right. That's my breaking point right there. All right, let it go. Forward fold. Take your feet all the way to the edges of your mat. Turn your toes out. I was always taught 10 and 2 o'clock, and then I get locked out here. It took me 10 years to realize that if I turned my feet out more, I could squat down. So, play with the rotation of your feet. Okay. Put your left hand on the floor and reach your right arm up. If you want to bind, that's fine. Yep. I was just going to tell you to do that, Monique. Lean into your left thigh. Pry open your hip. Nina, bring your left hand over here on the floor. Now push into your thigh. Yeah, that's it. Okay, right hand down, forward fold. Hips up, head down. Bring your feet back together. Come all the way back up to standing. Lift your arms up so you don't get dizzy. Right, if your eyes are swimming in your head, focus. And when you're focused, sit down into Utkatasana. Big toes together, knees together. Yeah. Heels a little closer. That's right there. Hands together at your chest. Sit lower and lean forward. Twist to the left. Okay. Left shoulder back. Right, you're pulling your left shoulder towards your right hip. And you're pulling your right hip towards your left shoulder. And that locks you right into your navel. Forward fold. Separate your feet. Left arm between your legs. Left arm between your legs, Jenny. From the inside to the outside. There you go. Right arm around your back. Clasp your hands together if you can, or just grab your right ankle with your left hand and focus on the twist. Right? The more you twist, eventually you'll be able to get your hands together. If you want to play with lifting your right leg, the first thing you want to do is take about a step back, yes, with your right foot, and come up to your big toe. And then try to lift your leg. All right. An in-between step, next time we're doing regular standing split, just try to do it without your hands on the floor, and that would be a step in the right direction. Nice, Jenny. Let it go. Come into the squat. This time, right hand on the floor, left arm up. Nancy, put your hand over there. Yeah, now lean. That's it. Bring your left hand down. Move both hands so you're leaning into them again, just like we did in that wide-legged forward fold. And come up onto your tiptoes. Put your knees on your elbows. Lift both feet into crow. Suck up into your belly button and pull your big toes together. Don't hold your breath. Nice, Monique. That looks solid. All right, you can step back or jump back, low plank. Move through up dog, and we'll all meet up together back in down dog. Glide out to high plank. And lower yourself to the ground. Lay down. Arms down, head to the left. Take 5 deep breaths and appreciate the slamming of your heart in your chest. Turn your head to the right. Arms down, palms on the ground. Rest your chin or your forehead on the mat, centering your head. Press down with your left foot and lift your right leg up to the hip. Don't lift the right hip off the floor. Keep both hip bones touching the mat. Put your right leg down, pick your left leg up. Push your right leg into the ground. Press both feet into the ground and lift your chest. Press your hands into the mat. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift both legs. Lift both hands. 3, open your eyes real big. Stick your tongue out. Try to touch your chin. Breathe in. Lay back down. Reach your left arm forward and grab your right foot with your right hand. Lift your chest and your head. Okay. Hold that, or pull your left hand back like 6 inches and push your chest up higher. And then maybe hook your right hand around your foot and start pulling it toward the floor. Yep. Straighten your shoulders out. Yeah. You're twisting your upper body. Lay back down and switch sides. Take your time, take your time. It's not a race. Lay back down. Bend your knees. Grab hold of your ankles or your feet. Look forward and push up with your feet, trying to lift your thighs. Keep at least your bottom ribs touching the floor, right? Your third chakra should be on the floor. Nice. Good job, Wesley. Come back down. Swish your feet from side to side. If my buddy Braxton was here, he'd be like, B, this is some baby making music right here. Roll over onto your back. Bend your knees and place your feet flat. Turn your big toes in 1 tick. Lift into bridge. Lift your hips. Wiggle your shoulder blades in. Press your shoulders and your big toes down. Lower your hips back down. Bridge again, or wheel instead. Hands by your head for wheel. Lift your hips with your legs. Lift your shoulders and your head with your arms. If you've gone all the way up and you want to go deeper, maybe bring your elbows down. Nice work, Nina. And everybody lower yourself down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees out wide. Bring your knees back together. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and pressing your sacrum into the ground. Make circles around it, massaging the joints on either side. Reverse directions. Center it out. Separate your knees. Blissful baby, grab the inner edges of your feet or the inner edges of your shins and try to make your shins vertical so your feet were flat against the ceiling. And then pull down on your knees, and that resistance that you feel in your hips, that's what you're trying to let go of. That's it. Go wider, Robert. Wider more than down. Push your right leg out to the right, straightening it. Good. Bend it. Straighten your left leg out to the left. Good. Bend it. Straighten both legs out to the sides and hold it. Take your legs straight up to the ceiling. Slip your hands underneath your low back and come into plow, taking your legs up over your head. If your hands are helping to hold you up, then fine, put them on your low back. But if you're not really using them that way, let go of your back and try to interlace your fingers together and then wiggle your shoulder blades in tighter. Okay, return your hands to your low back and go up to shoulder stand, taking your legs up to the ceiling and the weight into your elbows. Try to relax your throat and your eyebrow center. Bend your knees into your chest and carefully lower yourself back to the ground. Legs too. Legs straight, legs together, point your toes. Fish pose, lift your breastbone up and tip your head back. Dig in with your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Maybe lift your legs. Lie back down. And get ready for Yoga Nidra. Put yourself in Shavasana with your feet apart. Palms of the hands facing upwards. Close your eyes. And let's slow down by taking 3 cooling breaths. Purse your lips like you're going to whistle and breathe in. Out your nose, nice and slow, nice and slow. In your mouth. Out your nose. One more time, as big as you can. And letting it out your nose. Now is the time to make any adjustments. There should be absolutely no movement until the practice is finished. For just a half an hour, forget your problems and worries. And concentrate on Yoga Nidra. Forget all your cares. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out your mouth, tell yourself to let go. I want you to mentally develop your awareness of this room. And of yourself lying on the floor. Become aware of your body lying on the floor. And be aware of your breathing. Just conscious that you are breathing. Do not concentrate. Remember your purpose and say mentally to yourself, I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will remain awake. I will not sleep. Decide on your resolve, your sankalpa. And you're going to repeat your resolve mentally with full awareness and feeling 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. Now we'll move into the rotation of consciousness. Awareness of different parts of the body by taking a trip through the body. Let your mind jump freely from one part to the next. Let's begin with the right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, the little finger, the back of the hand, the palm of the hand, the whole right hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, right shoulder blade. Feel the ribs, waist, and hip. The right buttock, the right thigh. Feel the knee and behind the knee. Feel the calf muscle, shin, and ankle. Right heel, sole, arch, and top of the foot. Right big toe, second toe, third and fourth, the little toe. The whole right arm, the whole right leg, the whole right side, the whole right side, the whole right side. left thumb, first finger, middle finger, third finger, little finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, the whole left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, left side of the chest, left shoulder blade, ribs, waist, hip, thigh, knee, back of the knee, calf muscle, shin, ankle, left heel, sole, arch, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third and fourth, the little toe, the whole left arm, the whole left leg, the whole left side, the whole left side, the whole left side. Now go to the top of the head, back of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, the right eye, the left eye, the eyebrow center, the right ear, the left ear, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, both of the lips together. Feel the jaw, chin, the small depression between the two collarbones, the small depression at the center of the chest, the right leg and the left arm, the right arm and the left leg, both of the legs together, both of the arms together, the whole trunk, the whole head, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Become aware of Chitakasha, the inner space you see behind your forehead. Develop your awareness of this space, an infinite space that extends as far as you can see, as low or as high, and as wide as and far as you can see. Be totally aware, but not involved. Observe it as if you are watching a movie. What you are seeing is a projection of your subconscious. If you see patterns, this is simply the way your mind is manifesting. Maintain awareness. Bring your attention to your eyebrow center. As you focus on your eyebrow center, imagine you are sitting in a meditative pose in your eyebrow center, chanting the mantra Om in synchronization with your breath. You are sitting in some comfortable position, chanting the mantra Om to the rhythm of your breathing. Continue with your awareness of sitting in your eyebrow center, chanting Om in time with your breath. Visualize circles of Om growing from the eyebrow center as you continue to practice. You're radiating circles of Om from the center of your forehead to the rhythm of your breathing. See yourself setting out on a journey to climb a sacred mountain. You know that it is going to be a long and difficult climb, but you feel sure you will reach the summit. As you leave your hometown, you meet your guide. A person whom you have never met before. But you know he is a qualified and experienced guide. You find it difficult to assess his character, and he is not very talkative. But as you want to make the journey, you follow him. The path you are following passes through a large forest, beneath a canopy of trees, and crossing many streams. You come to an enormous lake, a tranquil blue color, clear and fresh, and you stop. You and the guide drink the water and rest for a while. You continue on the journey, but you begin to feel some frustration and mistrust with the guide. The forest has become so dense that you cannot see far in any direction, and the sacred mountain is completely obscured from your view. You feel far from home. After a little time, you begin to ascend, and the forest becomes less dense. You look back into the direction you came from. You see the forest and the rooftops of the houses of your town. The sight of the town and the tiredness of your body make you feel that the journey is perhaps useless. You want to return to the comforts of your home and the friends you've left behind, but the guide is insisting you go on, so you follow. As the ascent becomes steeper, you are feeling tired, but the guide continues at his steady pace. Sometimes you feel angry at his relentless pace, but at other times you are grateful for his expertise in climbing the more difficult terrain and in avoiding the places that would have been impossible for you to climb. The vegetation becomes less dense. The ground is rocky and rugged. All thoughts of home and past have gone, as you need to concentrate completely on climbing and keeping up with the guide. Overcome by fatigue, you collapse on the ground to rest. You feel exhausted and defeated, and you do not care if the guide waits for you or not. The whole journey seems pointless. The guide comes to you, takes your face in his hands, and stands you up. Then he takes hold of your hands and starts walking you again. With each step, he repeats the words, "I will." You find that you are walking in step with him, and the sound of the words, "I will," is echoing through your body giving you tremendous strength and energy. The guide releases your hand, but the words keep resounding in your mind as you follow him further upwards. I will. I will. As you near the top of the sacred mountain, the ascent is even more difficult. And the guide is far ahead of you now. You trudge languidly on, alone. And finally you reach the top. The guide is waiting for you. And you observe the spectacular panoramic view. A feeling of exhilaration floods through your body and mind. And the guide gives you a knowing smile. At this moment, you are grateful to him for his forcefulness during the climb. And you are exalted by the environment, overcome by a feeling you have never experienced before. You are still absorbed in this exhilaration when the guide says, "Follow me," and leaps from the peak of the mountain, disappearing into the space below. Without a further thought, you follow. Now bring your attention back to your eyebrow center, where you've been sitting, radiating Om to the rhythm of your breathing. Now return to Chitakasha, the void in front of your eyes. Watch this space carefully for any colors or patterns that may emerge. There should be no effort, just awareness of watching. Total awareness of watching with no involvement. Continue watching this space and become aware of any images, any spontaneous thoughts that emerge. Now remember your resolve, your sankalpa. Look into the void and see that thing in as much detail as possible. And using the power of the word in your mind, name it once, twice, 3 times. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of the breath moving in your nostrils. Extend your awareness of the breath to every part of the body. As you inhale, feel the life-giving force penetrate your whole body. Take a long, slow, deep breath and become aware of your relaxed body. Become aware of your physical existence. Now develop your awareness of your surroundings, the floor you are lying on, the room you are in. Externalize your attention. Start making some small movements. Make some bigger movements. Stretch, rub your eyes, scratch your nose, wiggle your toes. There's no rush. Take your time. Eventually roll onto your left side. Again, please don't rush. Take your time. Push yourself up to sitting whenever you're ready and turn towards me. Bring your palms together. Bring your thumbs to the center of your forehead. Om Shri Bhagavate Loka Samasa Sukhino Bhavantu. With respect, I bow to you. Thanks for being here, everybody. You're welcome.